Man, I'm losing turf. Question is, do I have armyworms? Let's find out. I don't know if you know it or not, but right now armyworms are present. So the first thing to do, if you don't know if you have armyworms, is get you a bucket of water with a big squirt of Dawn dish detergent in it. And you'll do a soap test. Some people will call it a soap flush. But what it does is the soap burns the skin of the armyworm and they'll come running out of the ground. Today is basically an anniversary for me. Back in August of 2021 was my first experience with armyworms. We come back from vacation. I was happy to be home and mow, and I had a couple spots that didn't just look right. And I got down hands and knees and looked, and I couldn't find anything. I couldn't see any pest. I couldn't see evidence of nothing, just dead turf. And I was like, man, what's going on? So I get up the next morning, and that spot had grown by a good 10 feet in every direction. So then I was really stumbled. I was like, man, and I kept talking to a buddy of mine named John, and he's like, you got armyworms, dude. It's like, John, I don't see anything. By the third day, it was really bad. And I was like, I got to make a move. That's when I learned about the soap flush. You get a bucket of water, you put some Dawn dish detergent in it, dump it on the ground, and it was like a horror movie, dude. They come running out of the ground. I got some footage I'll pop in here. They come running out of the ground. And I was like, great. So during the summer, I will say during the daytime, during the heat of the day, they'll go in the soil. They mainly come out when it gets cool. And if you have rodents chewing and digging in your yard, I had a bunch of skunks. And I got really good at shooting skunks with a little suppressed 22. Headshot, you don't get sprayed. So I got really good. I shot about 5 skunks that year. It almost became a sport. But anywho, let's do a soap test. Let's find out if we've got anything in this soil. And if you do have armyworms, they move extremely fast, so you have to move quicker. Bifen 7.9 is the answer. It is the thing to use. It is what stops them. It's a contact kill. Now, earlier in the year, you can do preventative with Acelepryn. You can do preventative application with Acelepryn. Acelepryn's great. I've been using it since 2022, ever since I learned the hard way in 2021 of August. They ate an acre of this place in 7 days. But I finally got down some Bifen, had a contact kill, and then they lay eggs in stages. So I thought I was safe. About 7 or so days later, there were more armyworms. So they don't all lay their eggs at the same time. And they love to lay their eggs on trees, like under leaves and stuff. Or, you know, on the side of a house too, you'll see little black eggs. But let's see if we got any armyworms here. And this is your test. So you dump this out, soapy water, and then you wait. My understanding is you can wait up to 90 seconds. If you don't see something within 90 seconds, you're safe. But a lot of people this time of year are actually losing turf, not just because of armyworms, but because of gray leaf spot, because of drought, because of other summertime problems. I had my first bug. I honestly hope I don't have armyworms, because I did do a preventive application of Acelepryn back in April, but I just went to the NC State turf day or field day, and I was told that I'm applying my Acelepryn too early in the season for North Carolina. I'm in Salisbury, North Carolina, and she told me I was applying that too early in the season. I've always been told at the rate that I run, I get 5 months. She told me I'm only getting 3. I don't know. I don't see any, so I think I'm safe. Everything looks good. This time of year, in August, every time we have these storms that come up from, you know, the coast or whatever, they bring those armyworms, they sort of push them up because they're normally not in this area. I started playing with this yard in 2015. I never knew what an army was until 2021. And then I learned drastically with losing an acre of turf how armyworms work. And they're basically called an armyworm because they line up and they go to marching and munching, and their job is to eat turf to get fat and happy till they can turn into a moth and fly off. But they are laid eggs by a moth. I'll see if I can find some pictures and put in here also. But like I say, you can do preventative applications with Acelepryn, and that also works for your grubs. So that's the reason I use Acelepryn. I put it down. I'm preventative for grubs and armyworms. But then if you have armyworms today, you need to move fast. You need to get some Bifen 7.9, and you need to get it out to stop them in their tracks. Because if you don't, they're going to eat your valuable fescue. So with that info, it's a great day above the fescue. If you found this helpful, please like, subscribe. Heck, man, I like for somebody to use that thanks. There's a button right down there that says thanks. I don't care if you give me $1. Let's see if it works. Thank you. It's a great day above the fescue. I hope this helps somebody. Peace out.